we'll see Aaron Jones. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Packers and the Bears under the lights on Sunday night.
We're at the oldest continuing. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Finding space at the 30. And he's got some space here. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Green Bay's offense trots out, and just as it has been since week 1 of the 2008 season, Aaron Rodgers leads the way, now in his 18th year in the National Football League.
Even as he nears age 40, Aaron Rodgers' game isn't taking a single backward step. He became only the 4th player to win back-to-back MVP awards and led Green Bay to its 3rd straight 13-win season. They avoid turnovers better than anyone in football at the quarterback position, and Green Bay, they are always a front runner with him under center.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Rodgers. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and Watson has it right side. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw, it's Rodgers. This pass complete to Melton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week. And he does it again here in week 2.
And Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
Footing always a concern with the extra points up and go. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has a little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Montgomery, another target and catch. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Rodgers now on first down. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll find DeGuara complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. They've got good hands. Of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked all the way around. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Green Bay need to get Aaron Rodgers some help at receiver, and they did so by picking Christian Watson 34th overall. That's the earliest they've taken a receiver since 2002. Watson has some NFL bloodlines as well. His dad, Tim, was also drafted by the Packers, and you know his father's very proud watching him pick up that first down there.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On second down, it's Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tunyon from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Robert Tunyon capping it all off on the touchdown grab. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. Bulldozes past him. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Steps away to his left.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second down and goal. Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. For this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chicago offense set to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
To throw is Fields. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Quay Walker
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
And here's Trenton Gill now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones.
And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw pulled in by Melton.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They juked him.
68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Second down, another shot for Jones.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Rodgers.
They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Rodgers setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Dominique Robinson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. The give is to Jones. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And
sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tonyan. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And this will be a Packers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there. Making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On the delay, Jones. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 6 yards
and they do convert on third. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 25 on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Dominique Robinson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Fields.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Now Fields.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Out of the gun, Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fielded just inside the 20. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And here's Jones again on second down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. That's taken in by Watson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Finds his receiver, Watson. And he's going to have the Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just rolled a quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught from Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now up to 14. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
First target, first catch at a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Back to throw. Fields. Claypool with another catch. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On second down, Montgomery knocks over another. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper now, and he's second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
Fields going to keep it once more. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Fields going to hold on to it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Fields now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Now this throw caught left side. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Rodgers going to throw. Quick slant to Watson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. They'll complete this one to Watson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll run it with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. And this a 39-yard attempt. Garibay's kick is good. Now that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced to take him to 3.
You did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a two-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On first down, it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. That's complete to Mooney. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Rodgers now to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
So now Fields and the Bears down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. Now the missed field goal, that was big. That keeps them within 2 scores, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 2nd and very short, Fields. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fields on 3rd down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Now the point after try for Santos. Now that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception.
So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody